November 3rd, voters will head to the polls with several important decisions to make. On most people's minds will be who they want to lead the country for the next 4 years. But if all politics are in fact local, there are several key races at the statewide level that will weigh heavily in the lives of Pennsylvanians. Jet 24 Action News is your local election headquarters. Joining me now to talk about her candidacy for Pennsylvania State Auditor General, the Democratic nominee for that office, Dr. Nina Ahmad, who is looking to replace Eugene DePasquale, who cannot seek re-election due to term limits. Dr. Ahmad, thanks for coming in. We appreciate your time on the campaign trail. For those of us up in the northwest corner of the Commonwealth who may not know much about your role as the former deputy mayor of Philadelphia, briefly tell us a little bit about yourself.
First, thank you so much for having me. It is a pleasure to be here in Erie County. We're having a great time, a lot of energy. I was the deputy mayor who established the Office of Public Engagement for the first time in the history of the Philadelphia administration. And I modeled that on the Office of Public Engagement in the White House because I had the good fortune to serve President Obama on a commission for Asian Americans and Pacific Islanders. And I saw up close how engaging the public is a critical part of the government to make sure their citizens are well informed, because information equals power. That's the principle we operate on, and that's why I put that office together.
Let's talk about what you see as the government's role in our daily lives, and if elected Auditor General on November 3rd, how do you use that job to enhance government's role?
So, you know, everybody works hard to earn their money and they pay their taxes. I believe it is incumbent on us as public servants to make sure everyone who has paid their taxes know how those dollars are being used. And it is going to be my job to make sure that we have a robust public engagement to not only show them that their dollars are being used with integrity, with accountability and transparency, but that will allow them to see how equitably those dollars are being distributed. Are they going to the places that need to receive resources, the services, who's receiving them, and what are the outcomes of those services? People feel invested in and trust their government when they know that they are partners in what we are doing. And that is exactly what I want to do, and show them how we can make efficiencies in certain spaces, and so we can reallocate those dollars in spaces that are needed. So not only is it just the integrity, accountability, transparency, and how equitably use the dollars, but also where do we make these efficiencies, and where are those places where there's money idling, sitting by, and we haven't been able to restore and reallocate.
Well, let me ask you, with the time we have left, Doctor, why are you the better choice for Auditor General than your opponent in this race?
So this job is a leadership job. It is not only managing the office itself with over 300 employees, and many of them are the ones who are driving the actual day-to-day work, but it is also a leadership job to engage with the public, engage with the executive branch, and engage, very importantly, with the legislature, because all these recommendations actually have to stick, and these are the folks who are going to get those recommendations, understand how that makes the lives of Pennsylvanians better, and how do we implement them. So that is why I think, with my experience of having been a deputy mayor, coming with a science background where I understand how to do analysis and see the power of data, and having been an advocate because I understand deeply what it means to be left out and how we include everyone who's marginalized in the work we do as government. I use the hashtag leave no one behind, and when you marry it to what I think government should do is public good, you have a government that sees and serves everyone.
Dr. Nina Ahmad, Democratic nominee for Pennsylvania Auditor General, we appreciate your time, and good luck on the campaign trail in the last month here.
Thank you so much for having me. Have a great day.
Our pleasure. You too. Stay with us. Jet 20.